be tough on crime here in Osceola County. It doesn't matter where you are, who you are, what you do, we're going to come after you. I've taken that stance since day one.
Those words from Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez just earlier this year, and today his words hold true against himself.
From sheriff to inmate, Lopez is experiencing the other side of the law tonight. He was put in handcuffs this morning and is facing racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering charges, accused of using the position to shield and protect an illegal gambling operation.
West 2's Haley Crumbleholm is live tonight outside of the Osceola County Jail with reaction from the community. Haley.
So some of the folks I talked to were shocked. You know, Lopez is usually overseeing this jail in Osceola County. Tonight he finds himself in one in Lake County. The state attorney general's office is accusing Lopez of being part of what his office is calling a massive gambling operation. They're alleging that Lopez furthered the interests of that operation after being elected sheriff and kept some of the money that operation illegally made. Inside the Lake County Jail sits inmate number 159097, someone used to putting folks behind bars, not being behind them, Sheriff Marcos Lopez. We wanted to hear how residents of Osceola County were reacting to Lopez's arrest, so we went to VFW Post 4225 in Kissimmee. We talked to the quartermaster, who's a Hispanic veteran and prior law enforcement.
It's not a good look to sheriffs, LEOs, that kind of stuff. Being a business owner in Osceola County, not a good look either. So yeah, that's basically the same stuff. And being Hispanic, he let it out, man. A lot of community there.
Other folks were surprised by the kind of charges he's facing.
That was a shock. To me, that was a shock. I couldn't believe that was part of the gambling, if it is. I mean, again, he's been arrested, he's been charged, but he's not been convicted. So we all need to keep tabs on that and kind of say, hey, maybe it's not true, maybe it is true. We have to see what the evidence comes out with.
In this video, you can see Lopez being handcuffed in Orlando Thursday morning. He's facing charges of racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering. According to the state attorney general's office, Lopez and others are accused of being part of what his office called a massive Central Florida gambling operation. He's accused of being connected to an alleged gambling house on Earlo Bronson Memorial Highway in Kissimmee, and of initially engaging the operation for campaign contributions and personal payments, and using his position to shield the enterprise from law enforcement. The state attorney general's office said a multi-agency investigation led by Homeland Security uncovered an illegal gambling operation throughout Central Florida in 2023. They say it largely operated in Lake and Osceola counties and generated more than $21.6 million. Now, statewide prosecutors will be handling the case out of the 5th Judicial Circuit in Lake County. Rajan Joshi, a senior partner at Joshi Law, explained why those types of prosecutors are brought in.
What happens in these type of cases, they're being prosecuted by the Office of the Statewide Prosecutor, which covers crimes that encompass multiple counties or multiple jurisdictions within the state.
And as for why Lopez is being held in Lake County and why the case will be prosecuted there,
the statewide prosecutor, when they have jurisdiction to prosecute, they have the authority to decide, for the most part, which jurisdiction they're going to prosecute in.
He said in this case, choosing Lake County would be a logical choice.
Definitely not Osceola County, where he's got contacts and he was the sheriff, and he still has people over there who are loyal to him, and he had a voting pool out there who are going to be his jurors. So if they, strategically, it makes sense to do it outside the 9th Judicial Circuit.
Now, the state attorney general said today that not only could more charges be coming, they're expecting more people to be facing arrest in the coming days. We're expecting Lopez to make his first appearance in court in Lake County tomorrow morning. Covering Osceola County live in Kissimmee, Haley Crumbleholm, West 2 News.